Tan, is this a Pera or Bayong move?
You know what? It's a pera, man. To me, this is a bayong, man. Yo, 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 mga insans! Welcome back to another episode of Insans Out of Basketball
Let's
with
go.
Inta.
And Jello, welcome
Yes,
back,
sir.
mga insan, to another pod. We haven't done any kind of like update on what's going on with the NBA, what's going on with the basketball world. So here we are today, talking about some moves that's been happening in the free agency. Right? We have Chris Paul, we have Damian Lillard, we have Marcus Smart. We have a few other moves that's been happening in the league, but with those two we're gonna focus on today. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe into this channel. Our channel's been
Yes,
growing
sir.
rapidly, Tad.
Oof.
I didn't expect this to happen so quickly, but thank you all for all the support. We do have a lot of amazing stuff happening, Tan. Maybe Intan can tell us a little bit, especially next week.
Yeah, I mean, like Kui said, we've been growing recently in a rapid fashion that we were not accustomed
Yes,
to.
sir. Yes,
We were
sir.
not expecting. And we basically did a little bit. We changed something, and that turned out to be
For the best.
really impactful for our YouTube channel. So thank you everyone for supporting us. And we have a few likes, a few comments.
Yeah, like that comment.
But we appreciate all the support. So
Yep.
thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. But let's not stop there, man. Let's go to 1,000. I know we're gonna reach that pretty soon. So
Yes,
hit
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
subscribe button. Like if you like the video. Comment if you want to say something. Even if it might hurt us, that's fine. All right. We
Yes,
accept all
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
criticisms out here. And yeah, like I said, we have a lot of stuff coming up. Other than this video, we have a top 100 coming up. We have very, very spicy content there. And then we had some special guests
Yes,
that came
sir.
in. We have some videos coming up next week. Or yeah, next week.
Yes, sir. And then
So
it was a fun podcast that we did,
yes.
and I believe this people will be part of this pod again, and be part of this Incense community. So yeah, guys, keep following us. And if you wanna be stay updated, we do have an Instagram too, same as what we have in this YouTube channel, the ins and outs of basketball. So yeah, we do put some stuff there, and we'll be updating more often there when things come by. So yeah, keep supporting us. Thank you guys for all of that. But today, Tan, we've had some not necessarily game changing moves, I would say,
Mhm.
and that's why we were talking about it. Like, how can we kind of like talk about this whole topic, right? So in the Philippines, there's this thing. I don't know, probably like 10 years ago, Tan.
Yeah.
Like Pera or Bayong. This is kind of like
Mm.
deal or no deal, but Filipino edition,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So how would you describe this Pera or Bayong in this what we're doing in this like whole scenario?
Yeah, I think I was probably still a kid when this game was happening, but from what I remember and understand, it's like, do you get the money right now, which probably isn't
Mm.
that high, isn't that low, but it's a guaranteed amount, guaranteed
Yeah,
money? Or do you gamble it for this bayong where you can get a really high amount or like really nothing,
nothing. Yeah.
zero? So for this segment, I think
Wait, wait,
you and
wait.
I
So
thought,
pera
yeah,
means money
yeah,
in English. Pera is a Tagalog word for money, and bayong is, I would say,
it's
I
like
guess,
a traditional bag, right?
traditional bag. I guess
Yeah,
like more like a suitcase per se, but like that's
yeah,
like that's high end. But again, it's very much deal or no deal kind of style.
yes,
But
yeah.
yeah, for our segment, Tan,
Yeah, for our
this
segment, we
topic.
thought since the guaranteed money is like guaranteed, it's a good thing, right? It's a
It's a
good
good thing.
thing.
It's a
And
positive, huh?
Bayong, you're gambling. you don't know what's gonna happen. It could be zero, it could be high, it could be high, but it's a gamble.
Yeah.
So we thought gambling is bad. So if we thought the deal was good, then we thought we would say Pera.
Pera. Yeah.
If the deal is bad, then it's Bayong.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
bad deal.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
gamble, man. It's a gamble. You
Yes,
don't know
sir.
what you're getting, so
Yes,
just
sir. I guess we'll start with like two two moves in one team. Then
mhm.
CP3, Chris Paul is coming back to Los Angeles Clipper and potentially his last year. And then Bradley Beal signed a 2-year contract with the LA Clippers. And this is what they call the Unk Nation. LA Clippers is now basically 30 plus or more, right? Their youngest is like 27. I don't even know, like in terms of like, their stars. But that, like, first of all, like, do you think this is a Pera or Bayong move?
For the two guys, you know what? It's a Pera, man. To me, it's a Pera. I know
Ooh.
they're it's a Unk Nation, it's a Unk team, it's an old team.
Oh, team.
And
Everyone knows.
losing Norman Powell sucks because
Yeah.
he was very, very important for them last year. He had that shooting, that floater, that scoring. But Bradley Beal is an upgrade, I think. I know that the Suns are really bad. Suns were really bad. Those trio did not work at all.
Mm-hmm.
But Bradley Beal was an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
In Phoenix, in 2 years in Phoenix, he averaged 17.6 points. That's considering he's with two scores
Two
as
scorers,
well.
yeah.
He still averaged 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He shot 56 percent in field goals and 41% in three pointers. So
I
I
think
think
that's the most important part,
it's a
right?
big upgrade for Norman Powell. But when it comes to CP3, I don't know how much you're gonna get from CP3 when it is probably his last season. And but he played 82 games. For what he is,
Yes.
he played 82 games
Mm-hmm.
last year at like what, 40 years old.
Yes, sir.
82 games. And we know Kawhi, he's not gonna play the whole season.
Nope.
So it's good to have somebody that can probably play majority of the season, and you got him for 3 million
Yeah,
and for
vet
1 year.
minimum
So I
basically. Yeah.
think it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal for what he is, yeah.
I think I look at this deal as a Bayong in a
Mm,
way that it might be a Bayong move for Chris Paul.
mm,
Not necessarily for the organization, because it might be a risk to kind of, what's the word, like tamper the legacy he built in
mm,
Clippers. Think of it as like, oh, you just made this move to kind of just make it look good to end of your career, but you didn't really do anything, which I don't think he will, but there is that potential. Do you know what I
oh,
mean?
yeah,
There
yeah.
is that
Oh, so
potential
you're
that
saying
he,
like if they go far and they were good and maybe they go to the finals, he's just like a small part of it. Like
yeah.
he's just like in the bench.
Truth
Yeah.
be told, if he is gonna play meaningful minutes in the playoffs, let's say,
Hmm.
he is old. He is small.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want, again, 10 minutes is a decent amount in the playoffs. And you're putting Chris Paul rather than, let's say, Bradley Beal, or potentially, like, who else is in the Clippers uniform?
Harden. Yeah.
Harden, like, you're putting Harden. You can't put both of them at the same time. Maybe,
Yeah.
you can, but do you know what I mean? It is such a gamble, like putting that. I think they will figure it out some way, somehow. But this is where we talked about it is somewhat of a gamble for him, tampering with his legacy, but at the same time might be hurting the whole organization if he does. He needs to be just really impactful some way, somehow. And we know Chris Paul, he will be impactful. I think it's been on his record that everything we joined, it's been better.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
not it's not significant, but it is better. I don't think he has
Mhm.
any negative. But again, at the same time, you never really know what happened, because it's like Bradley Beal. We went to Phoenix. Everyone thought that, oh, this is the trio, but look what happened,
Yeah.
right? Again, you never know. I think they added the right pieces with John Collins, Brook Lopez, like with that. What do you call that?
Oh, wait,
With
did they got John Collins?
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of
why I said the
forgot about that. Yeah. Wow.
27 years old guy is John
Mm,
Collins. But
mm,
I think that duo where they would do pick and rolls and stuff like that, it's such a perfect fit.
yeah.
But again, at the same time, are you actually risking potentially having those, a Brook Lopez and John Collins with Chris Paul, in a good, meaningful minutes rather than something else? Right? Again, you
Yeah.
still have Subac, you still have all of these other players, and again, it's such a gamble. But again, I do have to play devil's advocate because again, for all those, I think it'll be boring if we just agree with each other.
Yeah. But I think though, if you look at the opposite perspective, would you want to end your career in a team where it's not really proven yet, like the Spurs, who we all a lot of people thought that, you know, the Spurs had a chance last year.
Mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm.
had probably the next guy in the NBA, the next face of the NBA,
Yes,
but
sir. Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know because we can't play this what if scenarios all the time when people get injured. But yeah, they could get a chance and they might be a better team this year than last year. But I think for CP3, he might really come off the bench because
Oh, he
Harden
will. He
might play
definitely
the
will. Yeah.
one. Yeah. He'll play the one, then you get Bradley Beal, then you get Kawhi,
Mm-hmm.
then Collins, then Zubac. So I think he's gonna play, but I think it's for me, it's just nice that CP is gonna reunite with
Definitely.
Harden, who they
With
had a good
Houston, yeah.
team. Like you said, all the teams that he went was really good.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder went better. The Rockets went better. The Phoenix Suns, when they went to the finals, who did they have? They have CP, man.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that he returns to Clippers, but like you said, yeah, this could if he just rides the Clippers at the end, then it might really look bad. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think how I see it is like if he stayed with the Thunder and Shea, like you know what I
Mm,
mean. He was really good mentor for Shea, and I think
yeah.
Shea had a lot of like comments on how did that impact his career. But do you know what I mean? Like if he stayed with Wembanyama, do you like
True,
the
but
impact on that, like that kind of thing? Again, it's not like you're gonna win a championship right away, but kind of like ride or die this current team that you have right now, and
yeah.
potentially see where that goes. And again,
Yeah.
the Houston that was the Chris Paul when Chris Paul was there, that's when I think they were up against the Warriors, and Warriors
Yes.
they were one game away basically, right? So
Yeah.
again, Chris Paul will be impactful, but I'm just saying there is that small chance. You can always see that small chance, and that's why I said it's gonna be, you know, a Bayong move, per se.
Yeah, and maybe I think so that with what you said, like mentoring Wembanyama and maybe potentially in the future getting to the finals while mentoring him, that could be good. But I think CP3 probably thought that, hey, this next year is my last year. I gotta go out.
With a
I
bang.
gotta go out fighting, man. I gotta go back to the
Yeah,
Clippers, who is, by the way, 14th in offensive rating, third in defensive rating, which I was surprised, and seventh in 3-point percentage. So it is a good team that CP is going to.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually if it was announced that he is finishing his career, I'm actually gonna be watching them. So just letting you all know.
Mm.
Let's move on. We always talk solo in these topics, but one additional another move that happened this offseason is Damian Lillard going back
Dame
to
Dollar.
Portland Trail Blazers. And Dame is a Portland again. Yet again, after 2 years of leaving Portland, he's back again. But again, the caveat, the asterisk here per se, is he is not technically playing next year, but he
Mm.
is under contract with Portland. He will be rehabilitating, in his hometown with his family. So, done. Like, is this a Pera or Bayong move?
Oh man. First of all, man, I want to say Dame is one of the best, the good guys of the league.
Mm-hmm.
He never wanted to leave Portland. It was just Portland that wanted to trade him, but I'm happy for Dame that he's back with his team, the home team that he really wanted, his family. And he has been a consistent one of the top 10 guards in the league.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
he's a good guy with a really good career, even though he didn't really have any championships. But to me, this is a Bayong, man.
Yeah.
Portland is a rebuilding team, man. One of the worst teams in
What
the
is the?
league
I'm
in points,
sorry.
assists, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, turnovers, and you're paying this guy 42 million for 3 years
3 years,
when,
yeah.
like you said, the first year he's rehabilitating. He's not gonna play. And he's earning 70 million
Total,
next year between Portland and Milwaukee.
which is
What are we doing?
crazy.
What are we
That is
doing?
that is a crazy thing. And I, you know, I think this hurts more his whole career
Mm,
just because it is something that, oh wait, it is the grass is greener in the other side kind of thing. Like it is so much better in Portland in terms of like family, in terms of like, yes, I might not been, I might not able to compete for championship, but this is my place kind of thing. And he just proved them to everyone that he should have just stayed kind of thing. I
yeah.
I, I could agree that it is the Bayong move, but I think it's the other, like in terms of Portland, I think this is best for them, right?
Mm,
Because they need to be relevant somehow, some way, and
yeah.
they're just like, let's just put like let's put an offer there and see where this goes, and at least now we're talking about Portland, and
Yeah.
I
I
think that's
mean,
where the Pera being that's where like I'm okay cashing in for the Portland and kind of like watching them for a bit and seeing how that goes. Is no, because that's the thing. Anthony's not even there, right?
no, Anfornino.
No, they just traded him, and Drew's now there.
Celtics. Oh yeah, Drew is there, yeah.
Drew's the one who got traded. So it's like I don't even know where this team's going. Who's in this team right now?
Scoot.
Oh, Scoot Henderson. I forgot. And
Yeah. So that's what I was what
Scoot is a
that's
good
what
playmaker too, right?
yeah.
So
I think he was actually the second player after Wemby. He's one of the best players in that
draft, yeah.
draft players. So my question to you is, do you think Dame when he comes back, he's gonna be in the starting lineup or he's gonna go after Scoot in the bench?
I think in terms of just for the show, he will like be a starter kind of
Mm,
thing. Played like 5 minutes, maybe not even 5 minutes of the first quarter, and then gets rested until like the third quarter, something like that, something crazy like that. Just because it's Achilles, right, that he got,
yeah.
and Achilles is just it's gonna take a while, man. It's not even like first like this first year, he's not gonna play at all, like for
Yeah.
sure. Like they're not gonna get to the playoffs or anything like that. First of all, and then the next season, he's probably gonna be like not ready still. Like
Hmm.
he's gonna be ready until like probably like January, February at that point.
Yeah,
I
he
know
has to
everything
eat
is
back,
so
man.
much better now. Everything's so much better now, but again, like this year it's like oh the teams needs to get their thing together because like they just lost Anthony. They just got this big guy, Jan Hansen. Is that his name?
Young Hunson's gonna be good
He's
though.
gonna be good, but like
He's
now
gonna be
they're
hurt.
they're kind of like figure out this year, and then next year they have to figure out how to put Dame. It's such a like for Portland, it doesn't make sense to me just because like yeah, I have to agree at this point for you. Like this is such a Bayong move. It's such a gamble in both
Yeah.
sides.
But I do get what you're saying though with Apera for maybe the Portland organization because
Just to be relevant.
After Dame left, they're in
We're-
shambles, man.
they
They're in
have
shambles.
nothing.
They're one of the worst teams in the league, the entire
Yes.
league. So
Yeah, it's like Chicago Bulls trying to figure out who their next guy is because they have no Michael Jordan anymore.
it's crazy.
Because they have no identity. Like, oh, Chicago Bulls, like we need a top player, but
Mm,
they're just so unrelevant. They were in the playoffs for like a few couple of like times in the past 10 years or so, but
yeah.
they're still so not talked about because they have no one. And
Yeah,
now like
that's so
oh, like if Portland gets into like at least a play in, they're like oh Damian Lillard's here. Well, it's a must watch now kind of thing. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's kind of interesting though, because like a lot of teams do this, like, right?
mhm.
They like to like get all these picks and just gamble on these players and just like guess
After
on who's gonna make it. Like,
and then after 3 years they're gone and then they
yeah,
got
that's why a lot
better.
of these teams just
Yeah.
stay there, stay down there. You look at Wizards, they're on the come up, but the Wizards, the Bulls, you said, the Blazers, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Blazers, had DeAndre Ayton too, right?
Yeah,
So it's
And
like they tried to, and he was the number one pick first of all. So like
yeah,
it's a gamble that they were doing. So I think it is a Barong move, right then. I think this is
yeah,
something that we
it's a
could agree
Bayong.
on.
It's a Bayong to me. Yeah.
Ooh. And the last move here, uh, we 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 need to discuss this a little bit more too. Marcus Smart to the Lakers. Is this a not so smart move? Is this a Pera or Bayong move, Dan? Your Lakers here just got Marcus Smart. I guess we can also add a little bit here. DeAndre Ayton. I don't think we talked about it from the other pod. Did we?
I don't know, but the Aiden happened like two
Close.
weeks ago, so
We
we had like different stuff that we did, so
yeah.
maybe that's why.
But Marcus Smart, which is the important part here is Luka Doncic was the one that got him. That one that tried to
Mm,
basically, hey, come to the
it's
team.
very interesting, yeah.
Very interesting. And also he was a Celtic. Like being a Celtic and now
Mm.
you're a Laker. That's
But then
the
again, the Celtics traded him, so
exactly that's the other thing. But it's kind of like a middle finger to the
yeah,
Celtics. But
yeah.
what do you think, Dan? First of all, like is it a Pera or Bayong move?
Man, before I answer that, I wanna talk about the Lakers first. Lakers is the middle of the pack when it comes to shooting, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, 13th in free throw percentage. So I'm actually surprised. Lakers are really good when it comes to scoring, shooting. They're not really good, but like they're in middle of the pack. They're passable. But then you see the rebounds, the steals, the blocks. They're some of the worst teams in the league. And I think Smart fits those needs. They need a guy like him. You look at the Thunder. If you have a Lou Dort kind of guy,
Jalen Williams.
you could be every championship team needs a Lou Dort kind of guy,
Yeah.
and he could be that guy. And I think I remember I told you like, what do you think? Like the time that it actually happened, what do I think about it? I told you this could be good for the team if only if they rely on him on defense and a little
That's
bit of shooting.
that's it.
That's
Yeah. That's it.
that's it. You can't give him the playmaking responsibility because last two seasons as well, he only played 20 games the first
Mm-hmm.
season in Memphis, and then the last season he played 34 games. And the wide-eyed statistic for me for Smart is he had three turnovers.
Yeah,
He
he
averaged three
can't.
turnovers while only playing 20 games in Memphis.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
then again, he won 2022 Defensive Player of the Year,
As a guard,
and we only got him for 2 year, 11 million, which makes me want to say, this is better, man.
is Pera.
This is
Oh my
catching
God, I
Kaching.
have another. I have to agree with you again. And I think that's the thing. I don't think Lakers are expecting him to be the playmaking guy because again, you have LeBron, you
Yeah.
have Luca, right? So they don't expect him to be that guy. You still have Austin Ribs technically.
Mhm.
So I don't think they expect him to be the playmaking. He will be the defensive anchor. He will be the guy that
Yes.
is like the voice for in terms of defense. And
Yes.
again, in terms of what you said, they're the bottom of like basically all the defensive things there. He will be the addition to all of
Yes.
this. Also, I think the important part here is the Luka Doncic. I'm gonna go back to this. I think that's the most
Yes.
important for me. It shows the whole team that Luka is the guy now.
Hmm.
Like again, it hurts to say, but LeBron is getting old.
Yeah.
So it's not LeBron's team. He's not the one that got Marcus Smart. This is Luca's team
Hmm.
now. And this is
Yeah.
who I want to be in my team. And again, he did bring a team to the finals, right?
Mm.
Luca. So think about like, hey, I want to build this type of team. And that's
Yeah.
why I think you kind of have to trust him. And again, just quite recently, maybe like a day or two, he is in the headlines for being like fit, right? He is in his MVP.
Oh
He's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
coming to his an MVP caliber year. This is gonna be scary hours for the league. And again, this is gonna be important for the next segment here. But this is a Pera move, man. This is a crazy thing. Like I was hoping that we would disagree on each other, but
Yeah,
this is such a smart move
it's a
for the
smart
Lakers.
move, man.
Very
It's
much a
such a
smart move.
it's a Marcus move, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy to watch all this, how this all fits. And again, we can't forget they have JJ Redick, and this guy is one of the smartest people in the world in terms of coaching, right? And
Yes,
he has so much passion into the game that he will find a way to make this all work.
yes,
And again,
and
they got into
he
playoffs as a first year coach, so
yes, yes, yeah, like you said, yeah. That's what I wanted to say. In his first year, he got them into the playoffs, not just in the playoffs. They were like number four, right?
mhm.
They were number four, and that was after they lost the big man, their only defensive
Yep,
anchor, Anthony Davis.
yep.
He still made it work. So I'm as a Lakers fan, man,
Out of shape
we are
Luca,
very
so
spoiled.
many
We are
things.
very spoiled, but I'm really excited to see what we have for next season, man. All these
Uh,
guys are a really good fit for me.
yeah, exactly. So again, we both kind of differentiate the CP3 Clippers and Beal thing.
Yeah.
It's a toss up. Damian Lillard, a Bayong move. We're not gonna take this deal yet again. And Marcus Smart move. This is a deal we're more than happy to take. So
Yes.
yeah, this is and I don't think free agency is done yet, right? Like this whole summer thing is not done. There's still so many things that could happen. There's still a lot of waiving of players. I've been seeing that like some players might get waived and get signed to another team, and that's gonna be interesting. This free agency has been interesting to me, and you know, let us know. Let us know what you think of all these moves. Let us know what you
Yes.
think about like this cool new thing. We wanted to try it out and see how we feel. I think it's been fun, kind of like doing a different thing, not just talking about the whole thing, right? Then
Yeah.
I think it's nice to just differentiate it a bit. But yeah, again, thanks everyone for listening to this segment. Let us know in the comments. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Yes.
We're
Please don't
growing.
be shy to comment, all right?
Oh my god! Again, don't be shy to comment. We're more
It
than happy
helps
to.
it helps the algorithm.
It
It
does
helps to
really help.
find the right people. Let's build a community
Yes
here.
sir. Yes sir.
Don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the video, man. But with that being said, appreciate y'all. But instance out. Thank you, mga Insans, for watching another Insans Out of Basketball. If you want more cousin talks,
Subscribe to be part of our hoop family. If you want more crazy takes, click on this next video.